Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day for Monday, October 27th. Can you believe it's almost November? What is the easiest way to get a squirrel to like you? Act like a nut. All right. And I think I have to sneeze. All right. Now, after sneezing, I would like to thank the members who signed up for a new month. We have S. Diane 87. We have Peter Levinson and Will Jones. Thank you for being a supporter. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Only Connect Olive Branch. So that's kind of funny. So Only Connect is a long-standing game show from the UK where they have this game as part of their game show, and it definitely predates the New York Times Connection. So they're sending out an olive branch to Only Connect. There are Fab fans. All right, Fab fan Just Twist. This could also be, this just has a few meanings. Anyway, Fantastic Simply Cherry Spread, Radiate Mint Petite, and Merely. All right. I wonder if Only Connect Olive Branch is our rainbow herring. So what would only and just, is that too obvious? Like, it's only that. It's just that. It's simply that. It's merely. Okay. This seems like a category. I am wearing purple today, so I am going to just circle that because I do not think it is purple, and I'm going to try to get purple first. All right. So connect. What is connect going with? To connect with something to... It doesn't look like it's using its direct definition. We have fab and fantastic. They're on top of each other, but also they don't really match olive or branch, so I'm a little suspicious. What would cherry go with? Or let's look at olive, like olives and cherries. Is that too obvious? Mint? Is there some kind of, I don't know, twist? Is this like drink things, like ways you can modify a drink? Olive, twist, cherry, mint. Let's think about that. Let's just mark that green and see if that ends up being it. Branch. You can branch off. You can spread. You can radiate. I don't know. What's petite doing? Pet it? Are we supposed to pet it? Let's see. Petite. This means small. Huh. I think purple will be purple in today. Fantastic. The Fantastic Four. I do think branch, spread, fan, and radiate are synonyms here. That might even be yellow. I don't know. I don't know what's yellow in this one. They all feel like yellow, except for this purple. So I do think that the remaining ones here are purple. Connect, fab, fantastic, and petite. But I don't know why that would be true. But like branch, spread, fan, and radiate is just to kind of spread. I don't know how to not use one of these words, but to grow but in a very particular way. Only, simply, just, and merely are just like synonyms as well. Then we've got olive, twist, cherry, and mint, which feel like things you can do to a drink. So what is connect, fab, fantastic, and petite doing? I have +2 to purple, so I'm trying to get purple first. But it'd be nice to understand it before I lock in. Can we do anything with the word, or with the letters here? Fab, you can't do much with letters. I don't think it's that. There's the Fantastic Four. There's the Fab Four. Connect Four is a game. Is Petite Four a thing? Or is there something else that's something for that I might have mislabeled? Fan Four? I don't think so. So I think that this is blank 4, and I just don't know what Petite Four is. So let's see if that's true. Yep, it is. Okay. So the question is, what are these other ones? Like, what color are they? I feel like probably the drink one is our blue. So olive, twist, cherry, and mint, I think is blue. Yeah, okay. No, we can just get rid of that. All right. So which one's yellow? I really feel like only just merely and fan just feels yellow to me. So we're gonna go with spread, branch, simply, and radiate for green. No, not simply. Fan. I think I said it wrong, but this one: radiate, branch, fan, and spread. Can you believe if I made a mistake at this point? That would be annoying. All right. Emanate. Really? That was yellow. I don't know why. Okay. Seems a bit strange for this to be green in the slightest. I disagree with the colors, but I mean, when it comes to these, like, they could have really been in any order. All right. I mean, I don't even think this was hard, even if you can't figure out blank 4. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. I think we have a 90% solve rate. Interesting. Olives and apple or cherries, olives and cherries. 2.3. Okay. Check the bot. What did I say? I said 90%. It's at 79%. It's still a 1 out of 5 difficulty. A lot of people, 36% making no mistakes at all. I was 1 in 99 for my order. Interesting. I wonder if that's more common than reverse rainbow. Purple first is 8%. So that's pretty high for purple. Most people are getting green first, which is what I said was the easiest one. All right. It also feels like the most straightforward one, but what do I know? Just kind of the same. People who lost got only green. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. I think that makes some sense. If you're going to lose on this one, you're going to get only green. Okay. Not much to analyze on a game that a lot of people are winning. Putting connect in with branch, spread, and radiate. Interesting. Why would you do that? I can kind of see like graph related things. I don't know. I wouldn't do it myself, but a lot of people did. So there's some thinking there. Fab, fantastic, cherry, and mint. Oh, just you're feeling excellent. You're feeling good. I'm feeling fab. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm feeling cherry. I'm feeling mint. I think these are known slangs. Yeah. So that makes sense. Olive, cherry, mint, petite. Cocktail garnishes. Is petite a cocktail garnish? Maybe that's what makes this a little bit harder. Is there's some red herrings I didn't notice. Expand, branch, twist, spread, radiate. Interestingly, people are not going for the rainbow herring today. All right. Yeah, this connect, branch, spread, radiate is the most common mistake, but it is after getting everything else correct. So green first, then yellow first, then blue first, then purple first at 6%. And then this mistake for some reason is the most common mistake, but it is after most people getting the first thing correct. So interesting. And then this one makes sense though. That feels like a category. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do pips for Monday, October 27th. We'll start with the easy. All right, we have 2 3s, but I don't think we're going to do a 3-3 or 3-2 there. So this is going to be our 1, and then 2 3, 3 blank, 2 4. There we go. 13 seconds. Okay, let's do the medium. 2. How many 2s do I have? I have a 2 blank and a 2 3. Well, blank doesn't go into a 9. So this, we have 2 5. That could go into a 9. Which one do we want to do? How many doubles do I have? I have a double 4, and that's it. So this is not going to be. I don't know. Okay, a less than 2 is a 0 or a 1. We only have a single 0 and a single 1. I don't know which one to do. This 0 would use up a 2. Why don't we see if this... we have 2. Oh, shoot. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I think we just have to vibe it. So 2 5, and then 4 3, and then 3... we can't do 3 5, so we could do 3 2, and then we could do 2 blank. All right, and let's see if we can get this done. The 4 4... 3 5 and 1. Okay, so we're gonna have to fix this, but this doesn't add to 5. That's the only issue. So I think the can I swap any of these 3s? We don't have a 3. I don't think so. We have this 3 4. So I'm wondering if I can put this 3-4 in here. And then this might not work, actually. Let's think about what's forced here, because this 2-5 might be forced. I thought 2-3 would work. We don't actually have a 6. So in order to get to 9, we have to do 4-5. So if it's not the 4-3, it would be the 4-4, but then we'd still need the 4-3 somewhere. So I think this 4-4 is forced, by the way, because I think we have to do two. We have to stripe this way, make them equal. Maybe not. I don't know about that. Okay. Well, this 4-3 is forced here then, because it's the only 4 other than 4-4, but we don't have another 4. You know what? I wonder if I can do this. Let's see if this works. So if I did the 4-4 up, then I could do the 3-4 across. Oh no, this doesn't work. No, sorry, the 4-3. This is what I was thinking. The 4-3 across and then the 3-1 like this. All right. So if we did that, now I have 5 blank. Okay, so I'm thinking this. 5. Yes, exactly. There we go. Okay. That was a little tricky. That might be the only solution. I tried to vibe it and it didn't quite work out. But there were some forced moves. Like this had to be 5-4, for example. But the 4-4 here surprised me. All right, cool. Let's do the hard pips for Monday, October 27th. All righty. I'm seeing some 2-cell 1 cages. Those use a blank. We have 4 or 5 blanks. So we got plenty of those. 2 blocks of 4. So how many do we have 4 of? So I would say we have 4 blanks, but we don't actually, because one of them's used in this one and one in this one. So we can't use the blanks in these equals. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got plenty of 1s. We got 1, 2. We got just enough 2s. Not enough 3s, not enough 4s. Okay, so the 1s and the 2s go in these. I'm thinking about... Hold on. But one of the 1s goes in here. So that's going to use all... Oh, wait, hold on. A 1 goes in here, a 1 goes in here, and then 4... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we have 6 1s. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blanks. So 1, 2... Oh. Oh, interesting. Actually, we could do blanks in these, because there's 6 blanks. I wasn't counting this as 2. Well, this has to use the 4. We have 2 4s, a 4 blank and a 4 1. I'm thinking it makes the most sense to do 4 1 like this. Now this is going to use a blank into an equal. Not the 4. And then I think it's going to be the 3. We don't have any double dump. We have a double 2. You know what? So maybe blank 2 and 2, 2 would make sense. Oh, but we don't have another double here. So I think blank down would make the most sense. Okay, so then would this be 2, 2? And then 2, 3. And then 3 blank. That works. But then I need another... Okay, and then so then the double 1. Because I'm ignoring 1s. Oh, no, I needed the 2s in the... Sorry, I needed the 2s in here. So like a 2, 2 up here. Or maybe like this. Oh, no, I can't do it like that. It has to be like this because of both corners. And then like the 1, 1 down here. They could be swapped. No, the 1, 1 could go either way. Okay, well, hold on. This 2, let's say this was 2, 2. I'm trying here. So yeah, this isn't placed right. The 4. Okay, so maybe we do the 1, 1 here, and then the 4, 1 goes up. Maybe that's what we have to do. And now the remaining ones are 1 blank and 1, 2. I need my 2s in here. So let's use the 1 blank here. And then do I use the blank blank? Across, maybe? Oh, this is weird. But I already used my 1 blank. Okay, but I could do blank 3 down. And then 3, 1 up. Okay, so that gets the left side done, but I don't know if I can complete the right side. We'll see. This 2, 2 goes somewhere. I don't know where. I mean, this could just be the 4 like this. Oh, but no, we need we don't have a blank 1. So we can do the 2 here and the 2 here, just like that. And then this is a 2. Oh, I ran out of 2s. Sorry, I can't use my 2s like that. Oh, but then I need a 3. Okay, so maybe 2, 3 going up. No, sorry, the other way around. Come on. There we go. And then I would just need 1. Ah, shoot. I don't think this worked. 2, 2 would go like that. And then I need a whole domino that's greater than 5, which I don't have. How do I get greater than 5? I have to put the 4 in it. Ooh. Maybe that's something to think about. I think I have to pull all these out, unfortunately. Did I prove this can't be 2? This would have to be a 2, 4, and we just don't have one. Okay. So this is 1, 1. I'm almost positive. I mean, it could be blank, blank, but I'm thinking we have to use blanks in a few places. So I'm thinking 1, 1 here. And then the 1, 4. I think this is forced at the very least. And then here we got 1 blank, 1, 3, 1, 2. The thing I have to think about right now is how do I get greater than 5? Which is actually pretty hard. 2, 3 doesn't work. I have to do 3, 3 or 3, 4. But 3, 3 is not going to work because this domino is going to be like this, and this domino is going to be like this. Isn't that forced? Because I don't have a domino that can go vertical. So I have to be 2 different dominoes. So I have to do 3, 4. 2, 3 is too small. So this is blanks then. It has to be. It has to be the 3, 4 blanks. That's forced, and then this is the blank, blank. Okay, that's unexpected. And then blank 2 and 1, 2. Now that I can use 2s. Okay, that was actually way more forced than I thought. So maybe I would use the 1, 3. What's happening here? What I did felt forced, but okay, maybe it's not 1, 3 then. It's not 1 blank. I mean, this could be 1 blank, but I don't have a double. I have a double 2. I have a double 2, but I have a 1, 3, not a 1, 2. Maybe there's another way to do this. So 1, 1, 3 instead, and blank 1. Okay, no. Sorry, not blank 1. Yeah, blank 1. Sorry. I said the right thing, but then I thought about it the wrong way. All right, anyway. Now this 1, 2 can go down, and then this can be... Wait, where's this 3 going? There's literally nowhere for the 3 now. Is there something I messed up here? Ooh, you know what? 4, 2 adds to 6. I didn't consider that option. And now I have a blank 3 for here. Oops. Sorry, a blank 3 for here. And a 2... No. What's happening? I mean, I like this 1, 2, and 2, 2. This all felt really good until I got here. Can I use the blank 1? Where is my blank 1? Here. No, and I don't have a double domino for here. I mean, I kind of want to do this, but then I need a 2, 1 here, which is this one. But that I can't have 2, 2 1s. That doesn't work. Oh no. Okay. What do I actually have left? Was this all forced? This could be a blank 3 or okay, so that's not forced. I mean, these can be swapped, but that doesn't make any difference. These both come out. And the only way to do it is, oh, I could do it with 1s maybe. Hold on, I have a 4, 1. But I don't have a 3, 1, but I have a 2, 1. So maybe that wasn't as forced as I thought. And I can put the 1, 1 here. Now, does that let me finish the left side? And also this is swappable. But I have the 2, 2. I think I've... wait, but what about the 4? Oh, I don't have a 4, 2 is the issue. Right, that's why I made these 1s, is because I needed... This is forced. Because the only 4 I have is 4. Oh, I have a 4 blank. You know what? I didn't consider that blank blank would work. So let's try that. Blank 2. Blank 3. I need a 1, 2 though. Okay, so I mean I could use the 1, 2 here. And then the 2, 3 here. And the 1, 1 here. This is a 2, 2. I have this 1, 3. Okay, so do I need to use the 2s? I feel like I'm just keep running into the same wall here. So let's go back to this. These are forced. Okay, these are forced. So, blank coming down can be blank 1, blank 2. Blank 3, does it work? I don't know. I want to say it technically works, but I'm not sure if it actually does. We have this 3, 1, which would have to go here. And then the 3, 2 would go down, and then the blank 2 would go down. So this is viable, but I don't know if it works on the right side here. I should think about this. These add to 5 and 6. Maybe I don't need to think about that hard. I think this is always going to be the 1, 1 because of this 4, 1. So this is also forced. And so the 1, 2 would work. Oh, you know what? These can just be vertical. Holy cow. And that just works. Okay, finally found it. Wow, that did not feel like 10 minutes. Oof. Did not feel like 10 minutes. Okay. I had to double check my recording. All right. Well, that was a really interesting one. Felt really forced. There were more forced dominoes than I expected at first. But then we had to kind of work out the options from there, and there were a few. All right, well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Monday, October 27th. So cute reactions. Aw. Blank mode, battery saving state. I don't know. Africa's largest capital city. Not coming to my mind. Bicker, bicker, bigger. Bicker, bicker, bicker. Huh. Close-mouthed sound of agreement. Okay, let's see if the downs help. Reason to suddenly bolt awake. Reason to... alarm, perhaps? Put on a scale. Weigh? Skincare product dispensed with a dropper. I'm not sure. Total ripoff. Like a scam? That seems to work. Is this Cairo in Egypt? All right. Sleep mode. Skincare product dispensed with a dropper. Okay, what are these? Bigger, bigger, bigger. RQ. Oh, and I don't think I looked at 5 down. The Raven and the Road Not... or the Road Not Taken are poems. This is... Wait, what is... oh, serum. Oz. Oh. Did I miss that this was plural? Reactions. Oh. Oz are so cute reactions. So this had to be plural. Okay. If that... I don't know if I would have come up with serum or not. Probably not, just from the S, but definitely not from the W. This was It makes sense. It's kind of the utterance I made, but I wouldn't dare to try to spell that from nothing. All right, well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is which way, but which is spelled like the cackling kind on a broomstick. So are we going to be Halloween themed for a while? We've got a wand. All right, so like witchy things. Maybe casting spells or something. We've got poo. Wit poo. Witch. Interesting. Okay, I got to think about it. Okay, wand. We've got, I don't know, is staff a witch thing? Probably not. Is broom here? I really want there to be broom, but I'm not even seeing a bee. All right, how about cauldron? Yes. There we go. Cauldron. Well, Eye of Newt. Sometimes looking around where we got is helpful. Dry is a word. Atro dry. Huh. Spellcraft. What are we going for here? Chant? Ooh, chant something? Charm? Maybe it's charm. Okay. It's charm. Can't. What's going on here? Why isn't? Poo. Keep saying poo. Power or I don't know. I gotta think. What are those? Potion maybe. Okay, that's exactly what it is. So we got W-I-Z. Wise with a Z. Wizard. Oh, wizardry. Okay. Amulet. Incantation. How are we doing it? Incantation. There we go. All right, got there. No hints, but I did have a couple extra words, I think. All right, how'd you do? All right, let's spin the bonus games wheel, see what we're playing today. And if you like these kinds of games, I play a bunch of them each week, and there's a new one today. In the pinned comments, you can find my daily games video. All right, Nathan Good suggested Squirtle. Let's play. All right, this is Squirtle. I'll start with Steel, and then we will explain the game. So we are trying to solve 6 Wordles at the same time in this kind of crossed grid. And the clues will tell us about anything in that row or column. So first of all, the black L means that there's no L in the entire puzzle. We can just ignore it now. The white E tells us that there is an E somewhere in the puzzle. We just haven't found it yet. And it's not in that row or column, though. This red E is telling us, and you can see the 2 arrows pointing up and down. That's telling us somewhere in vertical that there's an E, but not the horizontal. And then the yellow pointing left to right is the same. Just it's somewhere in the row, just not the column. All right. This word has an S, T, and A in it, this word across here. Oh, and also the game forces you to guess in order. So we have to guess these 2 at once, then these 2 at once in the middle, and then the last 2 at once, and then it rotates. So there is an E somewhere. Maybe I should do a word ending in E for this vertical, or I could just get all new letters for this horizontal. Really nothing's pointing down except maybe the E, but... So why don't we do... I like the word croup to follow up for whatever reason. Wow, no C, U, or P in the whole puzzle. That's good to know. So this orange R is telling us there's an R horizontally and vertically. So either there's an R here or an R here. So we might as well guess an R second. Although this word doesn't have an R, so we're losing a little info from that. But I would like to know where this R goes. So I'm going to guess an R second. Maybe a TR, because we know there's a T in this word. And then what can I do after TR? Trick, but there's no C. I could do trend. No, trend is no good because there's no E here. It would tell me if there's an E here. So if I guess trend, I'm throwing out the ability to just get super lucky, but I don't think I'm going to get super lucky here, so might as well do it. It'll give us some good info. All right, so we know there's an E in this word and an E in this word, but it's not here. There's an N and an R in this word. This was not the R, so this is forced to be an R. So maybe, I don't know, this could also be a T, but we found the T. But there is a T here. You know what? This could be a TR word, and this could start and end in T. I think we would want to move the A here then. Although it could be something like THA. Do we want to think about A here? I'm not sure. We could think about an R here. Tarot actually looks pretty good to me. Let's see if the answer is tarot. It is not, unfortunate. In fact, this isn't even a T. Okay. In fact, okay. This is a little bit of a quirk of this game, but it will tell you if there's more than one letter in the word if you guess more than one letter, just like Wordle would. And so I know that I guessed a double T when I did tarot here. And this T does not have 2 arrows pointing left, right. So there is only one T in the word. A little bit of a subtle hint there. That's easy to miss. We know this is the R. There's an A somewhere in this word. It's probably here. But this isn't TRA. There's an O either here. Oh, this O says not here. So this is forced to be O. Trying to get as much info as I can out of this stuff. There's an R somewhere here. In fact, this is probably the R. It could be here though. But there's also an R in this word, so that's good. These both have an N, so that could end in N. This could be like apron, actually. I wonder if this ends in A. I'm guessing this word now, though. So what do I want to do for this? I don't know a whole lot about this word. Do I want to? No, I don't want to try an O or an E. I could try an A. I could guess this word. It has an R in it at the end, maybe. This could be an ER word for sure. What would we put in the middle here? We found the T. Maybe the S would go in the middle. Unless this is an ST word, and then we could do like an I here. We haven't tried I yet. And this could be something like waste, and then, I don't know, WR ending in A doesn't make sense, but we don't know that that's what that is. In fact, we know there's a T. So I almost think this word is wrath. But then this word wouldn't be apron, so I don't know what's going on. Let's try infer here. Holy cow, infer was the answer. Okay. So I think this is apron. Let's just get it. It is not apron. Okay, good to know. So this is forced to be the A then. And I do think this could be, I do think this could be wrath. So let's just guess wrath. Okay, so we have to make a choice here. Because if I guess wrath, then eventually I'm going to have to come back around and get the S. But I don't think these two are the same word anyway. Same letter anyway. I don't think that's all going to be an S. So let's just guess wrath and get that out of the way. Okay, it was wrath. And so this is heron. The bird. All right, what is this word? A something, F something something. What else do I know? We know there's an I in the word somewhere. Instinct tells me to put the I here, but I don't know if that's actually it. Do I know anything else about this word? There's an O somewhere. But not in this word, not here. Okay, this is forced to be an O. So what is this word? If I can figure out this word, I can get this letter. In fact, this is forced to be an N now. No, we found the N. Sorry. The N's here. That's not forced at all. What goes T-O something something N? Oh, man, I don't know. Do I know anything else? No A, no R. Do I have any white that hasn't been fulfilled? The W we found, the A, the S. I'm pretty sure the S is in the waist here. F we found, T, H. Okay. So there's no whites saying, hey, we got to really place me soon. Oh, is this like AFFI something? The only word I can think of is a fine, which is too many letters. Affix. Fix. And then toxin. Nice. Oh, we still have to get waste. There we go. All right. Oh, and we still have to get heron. All right. So it's a 4 today. All right. Interesting words today, for sure. Usually are. Affix, toxin, heron. Didn't expect that X. Yeah, I was so convinced about apron. It worked so well, but it wasn't it. All right, cool. Well, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to watch Wordle, you just got to click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the games I played today, including that daily games video, which is new today. So definitely check that out. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.